thinking about the shot that you hit over Steph in the finals. Thinking about the shot you hit over RJ last season, and I'm thinking about, the shot that you hit tonight quite a few times, sidestep from the right wing. Is that kind of one of your bread and butter shots that you've worked on for quite some time?
Now, what good would that do to me if I told you that was my bread and butter spot and everybody saw this? No, respectfully, I think I've been able to put in a lot of reps over the course of my career. So, if there's a spot that I like to get to, that wing spot, I've been pretty successful. So whenever I get a chance to get to it or line it up, I feel like it has a great chance of going in. So, it's definitely not a bread and butter spot, but I definitely had some success there, which I'm grateful for.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Kyrie, I got two for you. Just you guys were down 10 at the half and had that big third quarter. Just what do you think started to work for you guys that allowed you to go into the fourth up?
Well, in any divisional game, I think it has a level of physicality that you have to match or, you have to overmatch, might I say. And they came out and just hit us in the mouth a few times, and they were letting us play. The refs were letting us play. So we just had to overmatch it. And I felt like in that third quarter, we came out with an intent to go into the fourth quarter with the lead. And we successfully did that. So I'm, proud of our guys. It was total team effort. A lot of guys stepped up, especially our bench. They came in and made a difference. And, when we got guys out, injury bug, we need that more than ever. So.
And you just touched on my second question a little bit, but I mean, that late game execution from you guys, given it was a group that normally isn't playing together, outside of that one turnover you had, which you said after the game you were ready, wish you had back. Just what do you think of that, given the circumstances? Yeah.
Yeah, no, we just usually have a package that we go to towards the end of the game, and they were running, the Knicks were running a hit, so they were running a double team, and a few times down the last 3 minutes, they were pretty successful at getting the ball in someone else's hands to take a tough shot or to influence the shot. So when I got a chance to, it was less than 40 seconds left or 50 seconds left, and I had that turnover. It just takes the wind out of the sails a little bit of, having a possession that we could have maximized. So things happen, you learn from it. But I'm glad we came out with the win. Like I said, it's a total team effort. The guys did a great job of supporting, each other and me.
Brian Lewis with the New York Post.
Hey, Kai, you kind of touched on it, but to go from down 11 to up 4, in that 20-5 run, was that just a matter of being more physical on the defensive end? You guys forced a lot more. You guys forced like as many turnovers in that run as you had the whole game up to that point.
Yeah, that's when we're at our best. I think we learned from last night being able to, kind of start a little slow, but be able to pick it up and be able to get the stops that's needed. But the physicality definitely picked up. And as you can see, Brian, it definitely propelled us to be in the lead going into that fourth quarter. But it doesn't happen without the effort. It doesn't happen without following details and also making the missed shots. And, in the first half, Reggie Bullock gets it going. Few guys get, some makeable shots, and they didn't feel us at all. A few guys felt good, and then we made a difference in the second half and influenced some misses. And, luckily, a few bounces went our way and we got on the run.
Greg Logan with Newsday.
Kyrie, Steve mentioned that this is a kind of gritty effort that is the kind of game that people remember. And you've had several games like this. What kind of dividends do you think this will pay later on this season as you move into the playoffs?
Well, I mean, it's the regular season, so we do the best we can, Greg, in finding some motivation, to play every game at a high level. And in order to do that, not only do you have to earn the other team's respect, but you got to go take it as well in terms of setting a precedent of the way you would like to go about it. And I think we've been able to learn a lot about one another and a lot about us as a team of, being resilient down the stretch and locking in on the defensive end and trusting that. Offensively, it's going to turn over. So much weird stuff happens at the end of NBA games. At the end of a lot of basketball games, but specifically NBA games, a lot of weird stuff happens at times. I know a lot of fans are, cringing when things happen. Coaches as well as the fans. But we learn a lot about each other down the stretch when we have to earn those wins. And it is gritty. It's a divisional game. Played against Chicago yesterday, a few other games ago. We played against some teams that really took it to us. And, we just got to be able to respond each and every time, whether we're down 10, down 15, down 19, or up 10, up 5 or 15. We still have to have that, attitude, that mentality.
Malika Andrews with ESPN.
Kyrie, does the mental adjustment that you have to make when you start a game with a key player and then that player goes out like James did, does that differ from just knowing from the get-go that you're not going to have him at all?
I mean, it's unfortunate that anytime that happens or some player goes down, it's unfortunate that emotionally we feel it. It's tough to kind of move on to the next thing after one of our guys goes down, anybody goes down with an injury, an apparent injury where they have to go to the back. So it doesn't make it easier either way. We just want James to be healthy. We want guys to be healthy. But when situations happen like that, we just got to be able to move on to the next thing. And it was tough. You saw it in terms of the flow of the game. It changed the flow. They started running a little bit of a different defensive package, started packing in the paint a little bit more. And you got to give credit to the Knicks for making an adjustment, but we don't want to see any one of our guys go down with an injury. It's tough either way you watch that too.
Last question, Brian Mahoney with the Associated Press.
How often do you see a defense like they were playing in that last couple minutes where literally you could see them waving another guy to run toward you? It looked like something you don't maybe see in high school a lot, but maybe not too often in the NBA, I'd imagine.
Well, shoot, honestly, Brian, I've seen as many defenses as you can imagine since I've been 11 years old. I haven't been great since I was 11 years old, but I've been seeing all types of defenses trying to stop me and stop the team. So when teams start running that hit or that double team action from the top of the key, like I said, we just got to be able to have a package that we run to. And it's a very simple game at that point. They take 2 on the ball. And then we play 4 and 3 on the backside. It just comes down to decision making. And I felt like JG had a chance to increase the lead when he missed those 2 threes and went in and had a shot attempt at the rim with his left hand. I don't know what he was doing specifically, but plays like that on the defensive end when the opponent is trying to double team or get the ball in my hands, the best thing to do is just simplify the game. Anytime they take 2 on the ball, make the simple play and pass it. And that's pretty simple about game of basketball. So seen it all, Brian.